Okay, well, I was doing my best to check and just make sure that we are live, and it looks like we are, so I'm just going to go ahead and get us started. I am Juliette Abdel, President and CEO of the Westminster Chamber of Commerce, and I just wanted to take some time today to hop on and share with you on our COVID-19 series. You may have been watching us. If this is your first time on our page, make sure that you like our page and that you follow this page and that you come back for future resources and information sharing. But daily we host these educational live streams to allow for experts or elected officials to provide updates to anyone that's tuning in. Today is focused specifically kind of on the chamber and what we've done in wake of COVID-19, just to loop together all the resources so that you can be aware. The more that we post information on our Facebook pages and all of our social platforms, the more that information kind of keeps getting pushed down, and we just want that to be on top of your mind, and so you're aware of what's available and things that you can take advantage of. I tend to talk a lot, so if there is something that you want me to repeat or link later on, make sure that you comment that below so that I can address that for you. If you have any questions, be sure that you comment those as well. I am refreshing here on my end, so on my computer and side of things, so I can make sure that I'm as updated as possible with the questions and the comments that we might have that I would address for you. So this week's events have been posted on our Facebook page, and we've kind of switched some things around, but yesterday we had a feature with our Mayor Herb Atchison, to give an update on some of the things the city's offering. Today is the chamber. We have a vision boards session tomorrow that's scheduled with Cheryl Jackson, and that's kind of to get you re-energized about the rest of 2020 and how to reset for your goals during the unknown time. Thursday, we have kind of the legal lens of the federal relief packages, so looking at both the PPP and the EIDL through the lens of our General Counsel, Mike Lazar. And then Friday, we have our Jefferson County commissioners who are coming on live with us to share kind of what is Jeffco doing, or have they done, to address this and support our overall community. So I have some notes because I always kind of go off on a tangent and don't stick to my script. So I want to make sure that I pass on as many resources to you as possible. The first thing I wanted to start with is, if you have not already done this, make sure that you bookmark or that you add to your favorites, or just kind of refresh and pin the page on your personal computer. But if you go to westminsterchamber.biz/COVID-19-update, that is our resources page. So over 2 weeks ago, we actually launched this page, and it was just a simple, brief message where we wanted you all to be aware that we're monitoring the situation, and we'll keep you updated on programs and events. And that page has really developed into a lot more of a resource and information sharing platform, where we've connected things from city, county, federal, and state level, from public health orders all the way to funding options and additional videos or information that we think would be beneficial for you to know. So please be sure to visit that webpage and bookmark it or save it so you can go back to it in the future. The next thing that we've kind of implemented was our weekly digests, and we call them COVID-19 weekly digests. These are email newsletters that we make available to anyone that's subscribed to us. It goes directly to their inbox, and it has information about grants that we've vetted that we're aware of. It has relief programs that we've heard of, or any other funding sources that are available. Some of them have been industry specific. I know we've shared information about bar back programs to restaurants, relief programs for funding to support restaurants in the area, all the way to social media funding that we've been made aware of or have come across. So the COVID-19 digest really compiles everything in quick little sound bites. It also has information about our upcoming virtual activities and announcements through the chamber. Now, if you're not registered to receive emails from us, you can still get a copy of the COVID-19 series, one of two ways. The first way is by going to that website I shared with you earlier. That's westminsterchamber.biz /COVID-19-updates. Scroll a little bit down that page and you'll see COVID Digest, and it's listed by the date. You can click and you'll be able to review those newsletters. The second way, which is probably the most valuable in time, because things are changing constantly, so we want you to be aware of what's out there, what's available in a timely manner. Yesterday we had our City of Westminster open their grant program, for example, and I know that they had between 8 o'clock to our webinar at 11 a.m., over 100 applicants. So time is of the essence. So if you want this COVID-19 digest to your email inbox, you can share with us your email by either posting it as a comment on this video, or if you're not comfortable sharing your email to the public, you can direct message us on our Facebook page or email us at info@westminsterchamber.biz. Thank you, Keelan and Brian. I see your thumbs up. I hope you're enjoying this video so far, and I know I'm going to hear from you about wearing jeans, which is almost a rare occurrence for me. So again, the first thing I shared with you was our website, which has updates and resources. The second is our weekly digest, and that is the email that you can access even when you're not subscribed, or if you want to opt into receiving that on a near daily basis, then you can provide us with your email address so you receive that as well. The third thing that we kind of came out with in support of our community is an online forum. And this is found under our groups section. If you're familiar with Facebook, then you'll know when you go to a Facebook page, you can find the category where it says groups and select Westy Chamber Masterminds COVID-19. Another way you can find that is by searching Westy Chamber Masterminds COVID-19 in the search, and here you'll find a private group. Request to join the group. There's no cost for you to join this group. You do not have to be a chamber member. The purpose behind this group is really to have an online support forum for you. So businesses supporting businesses. We're all experiencing various issues and various challenges that constantly unfold on a daily basis. And what better way to find a solution or an answer to those questions that arise than other business leaders in the community? So again, it's the COVID Masterminds group on our Facebook page, no cost. You can post your issue or challenge whenever that arises. You can support another peer by addressing a comment that they might have, or you could just stay engaged by commenting on the question of the week that we'll post to try and encourage dialogue and thought in the room with everyone that's a part of that conversation. So I want to pause and reiterate, we talked about a website that the chamber has, westminsterchamber.biz /COVID-19-updates. This is where all the resources are linked from city, county, state, and federal. We talked about weekly digests, which are basically email newsletters that we send out specific to COVID. And if you want information about that, you can find them either posted on the website or delivered to you in real time, no cost, by giving us your email so we can stay updated on you. And then the third was the support group that I mentioned to you. This support group is incredibly informative, and we hope to provide that online platform where you have feedback and support from peers on all those business challenges or issues you might have. The next item that we really created, and this was focused on, we're all doing business differently now. So different. Some of us, this is routine. You're working remotely, half the time in the office, half the time you're at home. For others, it's a complete curveball. We've had to close our business, or we've had to figure out how do you still run your business, make revenue from home. And to do that, we found that the best way to equip you with the skill set is by getting an expert in a specific topic to share with you about what they have done that worked. Through this, we hope that you'll pick up a valuable skill or learn of a product or available opportunity on the web that can help support your business endeavor. This generally happens, again, it's on a near daily basis that we're doing webinars focused on educating you. They're at 11 a.m. They're here on the Facebook page. We generally have an event page that's created. We also have an RSVP page on our website. So if you want a nudge and a reminder of when the video is, we'll email and remind you that you registered for it so you don't have to remember to go on to social media if you're trying to take that small break. In any case, those videos are available to you even after we record them. You can find them here on the Facebook page by going to facebook.com/WestminsterCC and then selecting videos. And once you click that, you're going to just be so wowed. We had so many experts. Peter Brissett visit about how to do virtual meetings. I mean, I've had over, a handful of calls, people asking me how I do those Zooms, and he has been helping them when they've reached out to him. We had Keeland Thomas share with us, how's she using an e-commerce platform? How did she even figure out which one to go with? There's so many that are out there, and we can't waste time. Instead, we want to invest in the right resources so we can keep generating revenue and keep our business doors open. So a variety of topics that we have come out with. I encourage you to revisit those videos. Mondays and Fridays, we have electeds provide updates to us. Hi, Prince. Thank you for tuning in. And after that, when we have Mondays and Fridays, those electeds, we also have things like an industry town hall that we feature every now and then and make available about specific industries and how they're dealing with COVID-19. So those videos on our Facebook page, they're also on YouTube, so you can subscribe to our YouTube page if you haven't already. Find those videos and just kind of sit down and listen through them. They're 30 minutes or under so that they capture as much resources for you in little nuggets, sound bites, so you're not wasting your time. So the other thing that I wanted, thank you so much, Brian, for dropping the video, or not the video, but the website, so people can be able to find that in the link. And Renee, thank you so much for tuning in. Absolutely, I'll give you a recap. I like to pause and kind of catch everyone up on everything. This video is touching on everything the Chamber has done in response or in wake of COVID-19. The first thing that we pointed individuals to, and Brian Dice has linked to the website, is our website. For over 2 weeks now, we've had this launched, westminsterchamber.biz/COVID-19 updates. And it has information on Chamber, boredom lists that you can do with your kids, funding opportunities, miscellaneous items like right now you can still enroll in health insurance. Our governor has extended that, so if you had an interruption during this time, you can re-sign up. It has food bank information, everything that we are made aware of from city, county, state, and federal. The second thing we touched on is our weekly digest, which is an email that we send out to anyone that's subscribed. We also make that available on that website. So you don't have to be subscribed to our emails to receive it. But if you want to be subscribed so you can get it just in time, go ahead and email us your email address at info@westminsterchamber.biz. You can comment your email address and we'll add you in, or you can DM us your email if you're not comfortable displaying it to the public. The third thing we touched on was the support groups that we offer. We just launched a Mastermind COVID-19 Westy Chamber page. It's a group underneath our Facebook page. If you search the group in the Facebook, you can search for Westy Chamber Mastermind COVID-19. That's where you'll find the group. You can join it, no cost to. It's for businesses to support businesses during this time, answer challenges or issues they might have. We'll have weekly prompts to get you engaged, but it's really an online support forum. The fourth is our daily webinars. These are announced on a weekly basis. They're provided to you by an expert on a particular topic that we know would be of value to you. We've heard you request it through communicating back and forth to us, and we've vetted the people that are on there. Those videos are on our Facebook page. They're also on our YouTube account, Westminster Chamber. So on that note, you heard me mention Facebook, you heard me mention YouTube. We are on all social media platforms. It is important for you to follow us on all of those. And the reason is not just so I can garner, a great following. It is because every outlet has a different audience. And so we post things on our Instagram page that we wouldn't necessarily post on our Facebook. We post things on our Twitter page that are more fact-driven. That's not what we post necessarily on Facebook. Sometimes there's crossover, sometimes there's not. So the best way for you to stay informed is to sign up on all those social media platforms if you haven't already, and follow us on them. We're on Instagram at Westy Chamber. We're on Twitter at Westy Chamber. We're on YouTube at Westminster Chamber. LinkedIn, Westminster Chamber of Commerce, and then of course here on Facebook. And if you've landed here and you haven't already, like the page, follow us so you can get those timely updates. So the next thing I wanted to touch on was one of the ways that we're trying to encourage foot traffic for people. So when I mean foot traffic, I mean not for you to congregate in a business when right now you should be staying at home, but foot traffic to keep a lot of those brick and mortar shops open. So our restaurants, our retail, our hospitality are probably three of the most industries that have been hit the hardest. So they've lost a lot of the foot traffic. A lot of travelers have slowed down. What we've done to try and encourage people to dine local was to create the first contest, which was a $500 cash prize for dining local. And the way that we have worded this is you can dine with any business that's in Westminster for a chance at $500 in cash. You can also dine with a business that's not in Westminster and have an opportunity to turn your receipt in. The criteria for a business that's not in Westminster is that they have to be a member of the Westminster Chamber. So to find that out, you can go to our website. But in generality, everything that we're doing in wake of COVID is for our entire business community. We're not restricting our masterminds group to just chamber members or any of the email information or this contest. We are supporting and we are here to champion. Our tagline, Your City Champion, is to champion our entire business community. And so to do that, we are fairly supporting everybody. So if you have shopped or dined with these businesses, make sure you take a photo of that receipt, DM us on Facebook or email info@westminsterchamber.biz. And I know Peter has kindly put that email address in the comment section. Be sure to email in that receipt, and that counts as a chance for you to dine local for that contest, right? It's a chance for you to win $500. So the Dine Local contest runs until April 30th. You can dine numerous times with businesses and turn in the receipt. That's more entries for you. If you dine with a chamber member, it's 2 times the amount of entries. So for each entry that's a chamber member, it counts as 2. But you get a ticket or an entry for any business that you support during this time that's in Westminster, or if they are outside of Westminster, they're still a chamber member. So that's our Dine Local campaign. I mentioned it's the first because stay tuned, there are other projects that we're working on. We were really trying to outreach to our entire industries in our city. So this was the initial first one because it was rapid response to this, but there are other things that we are creating and coming up with. So thank you, Tina, for commenting and tuning into our video. I know you're watching diligently, and I hope, Rihanna, I hope that I've gone back enough that you caught up on a couple of the things that we visited on, from our website to our emails, social platforms, and more. The last thing that I wanted to touch on really is focused on how you can help. So I have a lot of folks that are looking and asking for ways that they can help the chamber during this time. And anytime, not just during this time, if you want to help the chamber, bless your heart, I want your help. Okay? I do not turn any volunteers away. Everyone will tell you that. My ambassadors and board members will tell you they are working and they love working to support our business community, but they are doing so much and so involved, and they love that because they know that they're investing in a better Westminster and in a better Westminster business community. So if you're looking for ways that you can help, we've got a couple of different efforts that we've already launched. One that I'm slowly soft launching right now, I'll share the details with you about later. The first was that we kicked off a masks project. So sewing masks for the face. These were designs that we we actually received from our partner. So when we launched the mask project, it was in partnership, and it still stands, with the North Metro Arts Alliance. And so they found a specific mask creation. You just needed a sewing machine. You can use fabric. While they're not designed for hospitals, they're still designed for common public. And as you all know, our governor has encouraged us to wear something on our face so we can cover and make sure that we're not touching where we don't need to be, and spreading germs if we are carrying them from being outside. So I've been asked, how can I help with, with this mask project? Couple of ways. We are really looking for people that would like to sew and support that. So if you are crafty, or if you know somebody that's crafty and you want to put them to work, we've got a design. We can get you those information. And once you've done those and have a significant amount in bulk, we're actually collecting those through the chamber and are distributing those out on an as needed basis. So our masks are a great way that you can help. The second way was one thing that we launched very earlier on, and I had actually skipped it earlier, so I'm glad I just thought about it. We launched a business impact survey, and we did this so we could figure out which businesses are open. So even if you've closed your storefront but you've gone online, we want to know. If you're not even restaurant or bar, but you're a service provider and you're offering something, or you're doing something different, or you're just still running your business and you want us to know, fill out the survey. The survey is at westminsterchamber.biz/COVID-19-survey. Here's why it's important. Right now, we've pulled information from restaurants and bars and created a restaurants and bars one-sheeter. That continues to be updated as those surveys come in or people continue to comment on the post. We have the restaurant list on our webpage, on Facebook, in our newsletter, and so we're constantly hearing about that. We'd like to continue to create this for all industry, not just our retail and restaurant. To do that, we really need to know who's open. So we kicked off this COVID-19 survey, and we've been phone banking it. We have over 24 volunteers now to date, and that's within the last week, we've probably added a handful. But those volunteers are dialing our businesses. We've got thousands of businesses here in Westminster. And in order for us to have that rapid response, we need to connect with all of them by phone. So if you want to help with phone banking businesses, now there is some training that's required where you're not just going to pick up the phone and, I'm Susie Q and can you complete this with me? There is a specific training that we have, specific verbiage that you would use, and a form that you would fill out that we would ask you to complete. So if you're interested in either helping with the masks or the survey, comment on this video or DM us or email us. The email is in the comments section of this as well. And then the last is going to be our Westie Wisdom. And this is a program that we are kicking off. It is to support our seniors, but it's also to send positive messaging across our city. So if you're interested in being on the positive side of things and really sharing inspirational stories and supporting joy and supporting one another, our Westie Wisdom program is kicking off this week fully. Stay tuned for the details and make sure you comment if you want to be involved in what that process looks like. So I'm just going to pause quickly because I know that we're at the time where I usually end it, and I don't like to go over because I know that you're spending your morning with me so you can get information in a 30-minute window. So I totally appreciate this. If you discover this video, Tina, thank you so much, Tina Silver, for hopping on here from Silver Touch Aesthetics and tuning in. Hi, Elisa. So great to hear from you. Please make sure that you connect with me. We just had a virtual job fair, April the 2nd. We have another virtual job fair, April the 30th, for anyone that's looking for employment, whether you were furloughed, laid off, or you're just looking for a new career. There's no cost for you to attend. We have employers to visit about what their company is, what the jobs they have are, and where to go to apply. So please be sure to connect with me about that. But my computer is going a little bit slow, and I imagine that everybody else is right now because of how much demand there is on the broadband. It's crazy. So if I have missed you with a comment or feedback, I will make sure that I kind of scroll through these after I finish publishing the video, and that way I can address that for you. Alberto Garcia, former Mayor Pro Tem, thank you so much for always being a supporter and an advisor to the Chamber. I appreciate everything you do, so thank you so much for commenting and for tuning into this video as well. And again, State Representative Tracy Kraft Tharp, thank you so much as well for tuning into the video and liking it. This concludes everything that we touched on. We touched on quite a bit, so please be sure that you rewind and pay attention to the video. Come back to it later if you find that you're staying busy and you only catch a couple of minutes here and there. Touched on the website, we touched on the weekly newsletters that are available to support you, support groups that are online for you, in addition to daily webinars. We also shared about the different social platforms you can stay connected and find out various sources of information through the Chamber. We touched on different contests that we have currently that are Dine Local to support our area businesses. And we mentioned a few ways that you can volunteer your time. Masks to helping with our phone calls that we're conducting for surveys, all the way to the last, which is our Westy Wisdoms program. But know that this is continually changing. And as this continues to change, there are continual programs that we add in. These virtual educational trainings were not things that we've done before through our Facebook. This one-off Dine Local contest or any of these smaller partnerships for volunteering opportunities. So be sure that you're checking back. I highlighted a job fair opportunity. We do happy hours. We have a women's specific event that's coming up. Various things to try and get you to stay connected. We can still build business at a distance. So I wish that you have a fantastic day. I hope that this was of value to you, that you come back, that you share it with other people, and that I see you on our video tomorrow for planning the rest of 2020 through vision boards with Cheryl Jackson. Thank you so much.